Yeah, mad question, right? You can shag any animated character from a film. We've all got one.
He's prop. Look at
I know, we've all got one.
I've seen some anime in my time.
That was
like,
such an
invested
invested
look.
look.
One like a film, you know, in like a Pixar film, and it was always the mad, it was always heavy.
Yeah.
Who's the kid from Rugrats?
The kid? Sucks heavy in that playpen, like, not gonna lie.
The out the B-movie. The one out the B-movie. Hello, welcome back to the What's Happening podcast, episode number 29, brought to you, as always, by Orange County CBD. Put them on the screen now. Code Happenin29 at checkout, get your 10% off all your orders, from your vape liquids, your fucking CBD oils, all the jellies, anything you want CBD related. Get on them.
t/taste.com. You know where you find all the links? In the link tree. Get on it. It's on the Instagrams.
Speaking of link trees, there's a new link in the link tree.
Oh,
A little new addition. Let's join the team. I've heard.
What's the link?
I hear you all.
I hear you wonder.
Well,
What's
now
the
on
link?
Patreon. Woo! Right, it's been a long time in the making. We're waiting for the right moment. We're waiting to capitalise. The time is now. The Patreon's live. If you are within the first 500 people to subscribe to the Patreon, you get it for £1 a month.
Plus
Anything
VAT.
after that, for all the scum, it's £4.
Cheaper than a pack of skins.
It's cheaper than a pack of skins. With roach.
You can't
as
even
well.
get milk
It
for what you're getting our content for. Now, I'm not saying I'm better than milk.
I wouldn't want to hear you say such a thing, Dan. You know what I mean?
But put me on your cereal. We'll see what happens. But oh yeah, if you want to go on, there's going to be loads of extra content. There's going to be early access to all the episodes that are coming out on YouTube and Spotify. There's going to be Patreon exclusive episodes of the podcast, which you can only see if you subscribe to the Patreon. There's going to be loads of other bits. Me and the lads are going to be going out on all little mad days out, getting up to all sorts of madness. It's all going to be on
Patreon.com.
Patreon.
And for anyone, obviously for any of our Patreon members who are already involved and are already one of our members, big shout out to you. Thank you very much.
We love you
Thanks
so
very
much.
much.
Obviously,
Thank you.
because you are the guys that are investing in us to see us do shite.
Yeah.
You need to tell us what to do, because
Yeah.
obviously it's not just a one-way street.
I want to do
Yeah.
your shite.
Yes, eat your shite.
Give me your poo. Honestly, if you are subscribed to the Patreon, you are going to get like a direct input on any content that's getting put on there. Obviously, apart from the podcast, because we'll just say what we want on them. But any of the little days out that we're going to be doing,
Yeah.
we've got a few ideas already.
Yeah.
But we want to hear, obviously, if you're paying for it, we want to hear what you've got to say and what you want to see us do. We only think that's only fair. We're going to create like a sort of an ecosystem where we gain money, you gain content, and that's how it's going to work.
Comedy.
Yeah.
Laughter and humour and just more of us. But that's enough about us. So here's more of us. Anyway, it's been a long week, boys. What have we been up to? We've not got Gary with us this week.
No, rest in peace, lad.
He's in
Yeah,
Wales,
R.I.P.
so
guys,
it's
yeah.
whether we'll ever see him again, really.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I've just been hearing a lot of
we
telly,
can
I'm
edit
not going to
it,
lie.
yeah.
I've finished Breaking Bad this week.
Breaking Bad.
Oh,
I've never seen that, you know.
Really?
I've never. Do you know what it was though? Do you know when everyone was watching it? I just didn't. Then I felt like I missed the boat.
Yeah.
yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
yeah.
I just never done
I
it.
watched it years ago, right? So me and Meg were like looking for shit to watch, and I went, have you ever seen Breaking Bad? She went, oh, I haven't. So I was like, no, watch it.
So you haven't then.
Yeah. So I was like,
basically,
come
yeah.
on, we'll just
You've seen
watch
clips.
it. You know what I
Do you want to
mean?
meet one of them?
So we've watched it, and it takes us ages to fucking finish anything. But we actually finished it, and lad, do you know what? It's fucking better watching it the second time. I don't watch series twice over.
I was going to say the opposite, you know.
Nah.
One series I can watch over and over is the first series of Prison Break.
The first
I
series
can watch
of Prison
that
Break's
over.
one of the best things ever
Lad,
made.
the best series I've ever
Season
seen.
2 was still good.
Yeah, but lad, you can
Season
never
3
beat
went
season
weird.
1. You can never beat season 1 on
It
that.
was weird, but I enjoyed it. I loved all the conspiracy shit that they done.
I didn't,
Yeah.
As soon as they went to Panama and they were getting
Yeah,
down by
lad,
the
you can
CIA,
tell. The
I was
episodes
like,
went,
all right.
yeah.
Know what I mean? I was like, all right, leggy.
Yeah,
Go
they
back
started
there.
doing less episodes and that, do you know what I mean? Like, lad, you can tell they sold themselves a bit there. Yeah, I know, literally though. And how many times can he escape?
Like,
Do you know what I mean?
Every season it starts off with him in prison, and I'm there watching Prison Break, going, wonder what's happening here? Wonder what he's going to do?
Read between the lines, Dan.
You know
Read
what I
between the
mean? I was
lines.
just like,
Yeah,
oh,
it
is he
was
going to stay in this one? No, he's out again. Oh.
Imagine if it just ended and he was just in jug for 10 years. Fucking hell,
He
lad.
just ended up just getting done in jail, lad.
Yeah.
Like, and there was one prison he could never break. The prison of his own mind.
Season 6 coming out now.
But no, honestly, Breaking Bad though, like first time I watched it, loved it.
Yeah.
Thought it was fucking brilliant. And then
Is that fucking fronting you there? Got beef?
and then the second time I watched it over, I was just like, I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying it was any less good, like, it was still brilliant, but like there's things you noticed the second time round which you wouldn't notice the first. Like, there was a bit where
I think that's something about watching it over again.
There was a bit where they had like too much of a budget and they'd already filmed a season, so they literally filmed an episode of them in the lab trying to kill a fly. And that was a whole episode.
Yeah, that was a bit of a shit
And I was-
episode, but
and,
listen,
like-
lad, in comparison to the rest of the whole, everything else,
Yeah.
it's amazing.
No, well, it is one. If you haven't seen Breaking Bad yet, go and watch it because it'll be one of the best things you ever watch. But just like, maybe just watch it once.
No, but it was good for me though because I forgot everything that had happened. There was like bits would happen and I was like, oh,
If you leave it enough time, it's good watching the second time. I think obviously if you watch it fucking 2 months after.
You watched Game of
repetitive,
Thrones,
innit?
didn't you? Did you watch Game of Thrones?
Nah, I've never seen.
Wait
Lad,
up
that's
there.
the thing is, yeah, that's the
Never
thing is,
seen
lad,
it.
I've never
Game of
seen
Thrones.
it.
No.
Do you know what? I've seen bits of it because my half fella watched it, but I've
Do you know
never
what I'm
watched.
gonna say,
I
though?
don't really know what's like.
Do you know
What
what I'm
I
gonna
happens.
say?
reckon
You know?
Game of Thrones is still worth watching even
No.
though last season was shit.
Nah.
Lad, it
That's
is,
what everyone
lad.
says.
How
Lad.
can
That's
you-
why I never watched it. You know, because
Listen.
everyone said the last season was shit. And I went, lad, I
Game
don't
of
know.
Thrones.
Another 7 seasons.
I know.
Heavy that, innit?
Game of Thrones, right? I was so invested in Game of Thrones, and in the last season, because the writers of it got the contract to write the next few Star Wars films, they just
that's what it
rushed
was.
and they weren't out. Even the actors said they didn't like the last season.
Yeah,
Didn't they
yeah.
get
Shit.
didn't they get sacked from writing Star Wars?
Yeah,
though,
because they
of
made some of that. Honestly, they made the worst. Like it was all like it was just they were just doing shit for the sake of doing it. Like I'm not saying every film must be all white people, so don't take this the wrong way. But they were like trying to force everyone being like, oh, look at her, she's bisexual, the alien.
Yeah.
And it's like,
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Have you been watching House of Dragons?
no, that's why I brought Game of Thrones up.
Lad, look, don't let.
Is it good?
Lad, listen, I'm more hooked to House of Dragons than I was with Game of Thrones.
You
No,
say that, but
lad,
you haven't
I
watched Game of Thrones for the first time in years. The first time round watching Game of Thrones, lad, it had me in a fucking headlock, lad.
I can't comment.
So you're defending Game of Thrones now, but I've just said to him to watching you and no, don't.
No, so the first time round of watching it when I didn't know how it ended because it hadn't happened yet, it had me in a headlock, and then like I'd love to go through and rewatch.
Everyone
Game
was
of Thrones.
watching it. Like anyone I spoke to was like, lad, have you seen Game of
Oh, lad,
Thrones?
Exactly.
listen,
And
it's
I just keep letting them down.
listen, I loved it. I loved it when it come out. I thought it was heavy.
Yeah.
But I'm more invested now in House of Dragons than I ever was with Game of Thrones. Now, the reason I say it is I have watched the first episode of Game of Thrones about 50 times. And one of them, like, I'll watch it, I get to the end, I'll go, fuck it. And I must have done about 50 times, but it was only that one time where I went, no, I've watched the first episode, now good, fuck it, I'll throw the second one on. And then I carried on watching it, and then it was sick. I like it because there's so much going on. I'm more invested with House of Dragons, how it started off, because it started big and it stayed big and it's sick.
Is it the same as Game of Thrones? Do you know where like it's little clans
lad,
and
the
all?
uncle was shagging the niece the other week.
The fuck, lad?
Know what I mean?
Isn't there a little dwarf kid on fucking Game of Thrones?
lad.
Yeah, what do you mean?
Oh, man.
I've not seen it. I'm in it.
Dinklage.
Yeah, I'm in it. I am the kid. Isn't it like an ice queen or something? I've Goose the ice queen. Is that the girl's name on it?
The ice cream.
The ice cream.
Is that Narnia? Is that Mr. Tumnus you're talking about?
What is fucking going on?
He's
Mr. Thomas.
for a program, but he's not seen it.
Yeah.
So, lad, and then there's that one where Jesus comes in.
Lad, isn't Mrs.
It's called the
Incredible
Bible.
fit, lad?
Incredible. Lad, well, you know. Yeah, mad question, right? You can shag any animated character from a film. Who you using? 'Cause I know we've all got one.
He's proper. Look at
I know we've all got
I've
one.
seen some anime in my
That
time.
was so that was
Like,
such
there
an
was
invested
always
look.
one from
Yeah.
like a film, you know, in like a Pixar film, and it was always the Mario, it was always heavy.
Who's the kid from Rugrats?
The kid? The kid? Sucks heavy in that playpen, like, not gonna lie.
The bird out the B movie. Man, the one out the B movie. Listen, man. The one who the B ends up getting with, man. Listen, man. When I was a kid, I was sitting there going, I wish I was a B, you know.
It's just that wingspan that it done it for you, didn't it?
man,
A wingspan.
Listen, lad, but I was a... She's heavy, lad. Like, if she was real, you'd approach her and accost her and go, I'll get this kid, don't even sweat. No, and then you'd be like, sorry, my fella's got it, and the fella's goes, zzz, get away from me bird, lad, that's fucking stinging. You're like, lad, stinging, you're dead, lad.
What's the one off Scooby-Doo, lad, the fit one? That's my... No, isn't Velma the one with the gigs? Daphne? Is it Daphne?
Oh, Daphne.
Daft, lad, she was my fit, lad, she was...
a bit of me, lad.
Nah,
Don't
Daphne.
even get me started on Scooby-Doo, lad.
Fucking Shaggy.
Nah, listen, lad,
Daphne for me,
that's what Velma's be calling me, lad. Well, listen, lad, I'd welly Velma.
That's a funny question.
Yeah,
that,
I'd welly
lad,
Velma,
I
little
know,
nerd one.
animated
And you've
fucking-
not answered it.
I don't.
He's going to say like a fan on FIFA.
You get him put on the spot, innit? I don't know what he...
Wait, what fantasy?
Blue off on string. Didn't you say the blue one off on string? Wait there.
Welly in the IR Mike Wazowski.
That's what I thought you said, the blue one.
No.
Oh, okay.
Blue, lad.
Lad, I'm going deaf, you know. I mean, Fred West, John West, it's all the same to me, lad. Boo. Okay.
That was Boo's the little kid.
Yeah, money.
Yeah, if you could be any serial killer ever, what serial killer would you be?
Ooh.
Don't think I can comment. Fred West.
That only makes the shoe.
I don't know, lad, you know, because... Alright then.
I'd say one.
How can you even answer this question?
If I'm thinking numbers wise,
that's what I was going to say, just based off how he's perceived now.
Because he was sort of
he's big now
as well, and he was quite high up in what he was doing.
Nah, who's the one who's been in jail? Is it not Charles, man? Is it not Charles? Oh, who's the one who's been in jail for time, lad? And like got like a group of girls to kill for him and that.
Yeah, Charles Manson.
I'm
one of them, me, lad. I obviously don't agree with the acts of serial killers.
For years.
Like Charles Manson's long gone, lad.
Yeah. Who's the one who's been in jail for years then? And they're finally letting him have a court here and get released in America. Been there for like 50 years. I'm sure it was Charles Manson, it might not be though.
Was it John West who makes the tuna, man?
It could be John West, lad. Been stuck in that kind of tuna.
He's dead, him now.
Is he? I thought he was.
Be dead,
he was the only person to ever be in jail for killing people that never killed anyone. Because he never killed anyone.
He made people do it for them.
Stupid people.
Yeah.
That's
the smartest way to do it.
I'm not saying any serial killer's good, but if we're speaking numbers,
if you have to rank them,
looking at the stats, Ted Bundy.
I think we all said Ted Bundy.
You can call him a bad man, but you can't call him a bad.
But he's the baddest of the bad men.
No, alright then.
Yeah.
If you're chatting serial killers, right, I'd rather be like, you know, Pablo Escobar had hitmen.
Yeah.
And he was going around and smoking people who was damaging his cartel.
Like one of his hitmen.
One of his hitmen. I wouldn't want to be one who like Ted. I know Ted Bundy, but like going around just murdering like innocent women. Like,
unlimited flake as well.
Okay, yeah, I'd like to be like an assassin.
Yeah,
like a sniper.
The way the Assassin's Creed outfit and everything like that.
Assassin's Creed. Like it wouldn't be a dead giveaway walking around that
with
the cape. Nah, I wouldn't. Yeah, that. I wouldn't want to be a pure... I wouldn't have it in me, but saying that, you don't know what they think. Speaking of serial killers, have you seen the new 10-part fucking thing on Netflix?
Jeffrey Dahmer?
Looks good, that, you know.
Twist the man in, lad.
Do you know what he got caught, right? Lad, he killed so many people and didn't get caught. And the only reason he got caught was because he lured someone into his fucking house, tried to attack him, the lad escaped and went to the busies. And I'm sure the busies went round to his house and he had like jars of like people's eyes and dicks and balls and like just in jars and that.
Apparently he was one of the prime examples, like, because apparently when he was a kid he used to kill cats with like pens and that.
That's what they say. Like, people who serial killers kill animals first. That's apparently the thing they say.
I mean, like, do you know what though? Like, do you know one thing, lad? I always think, like, do you know what they say with serial killers? And you're like, oh, he's had a tough upbringing. Like, I know people who've had a tough upbringing, and not once have they killed a woman.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, I understand that shit. Like, that can contribute.
It's the way they're taught to manage them situations. Do you know what I mean?
It's the way they perceive their upbringing, though, I reckon.
Yeah,
it's the way they, like, yeah, all right, but you can't always say that because Ted Bundy didn't have a rough upbringing.
He grew up fairly.
He done it by choice.
Yeah, Ted Bundy, Christian family, fucking. No, like all these other people that's like, oh, they've had proper abuse to them and all that. Like, Ted Bundy weren't like that, but Ted Bundy was just a bit weird in school, but not.
Ted weren't like that?
He weren't like that.
Ted wasn't that bad.
That Ted was a mad cunt though, lad. He conceived the
He's a bit mad, yeah.
He conceived his child in jail.
He conceived.
Honestly, he used to have birds coming into him, and there was one bird used to come in and just welly the head off it.
Because lad, he was one of them. Lad,
yeah, that definitely want to be Ted Bundy then.
No, but lad, the reason he was so captivating, though, lad, is because he represented himself in court, didn't he? He was his own lawyer and that. So he was in the court, I'd making a big show of it. I'd make like playing up to the cameras and that. So there was people watching on. This fella kind of killed however many women, however many fucking dozens of women. Look at him, he's a charismatic, and he was a good looking fella.
So 50-50
Zac Efron done him in a film, didn't he?
He was a good looking, not quite Zac Efron, good looking, but for a serial killer, lad, he was half a handsome fella. So there was women who, because he was always on telly in the news and doing this and doing that, people became like like people who thought he wasn't guilty, or even in some cases knew that he was and weren't asked, but like fans of him.
Fans,
so
yeah,
there was women going to see him in jail and just letting him welly them,
Love
lad.
notes and
Mad,
everything, lad.
Like, lad, I'm not saying what he done was a good thing, lad, but if ever you are gonna do it, lad, do it that way, because at least you're still getting your end in, lad.
Yeah, 100%. Lad, you gotta look after number one, lad.
No, he wasn't necrophilia.
Well, then don't shag the dead ones.
Have you on to Richard Ramirez? The Night Stalker.
The Night Stalker.
Oh no, I've heard. Yeah. I've heard
him. He was like, the reason they couldn't catch him for so long is because normally, like Ted Bundy's, they've got like a preference. So it'd be like girls who were in college, age 18 to 20 or 18 to 21. They couldn't catch him because it was like one night he'd murdered an 80-year-old woman.
So
and
there's
then
no link
another night he
between
was
it.
like a fella.
There was
There was nothing to it. It was
yeah.
like going to different areas, raping women and watching the fellas watching murdering them, lad. Like proper twisted shit. Even like there was a girl who got interviewed on him, and he kidnapped her when she was 8, and then he just let her go.
Really? Yeah.
Probably had a bit of a conscience trip there, thinking I can't kill a kid.
Nobody.
Lad, he's killing people anyway. Like, what's a kid? Do you know what I mean? Fucking conscious doesn't stop there.
Anyway,
I'll kill people, but if they're underage, that's where I draw the line. If you're killing people, lad, you'll do anything.
Age of kill scent.
He looks like a fucking nut. Have you seen the picture of him? And then he was in court and he had like a name. What's that? The devil's staff. You know where they have the star and with the
with the star with the fucking yeah.
Like that in the fucking thing.
It's just mad. Like, I'm one of them, me lad. Like, imagine, right? Well, no, don't imagine it. But like, this is the thing about people who go around like killing people and that.
Do you think it comes from something that like literally got bullied one day in school and he just got anger forever about it? Do you know what I mean? That's what I think it is personally.
Because isn't that what happened with Columbine? Wasn't they bullied in school?
Yeah, but like so what, lads? Like,
no, I know that. I know that. But I mean, like, isn't that why they
yeah, that's what I think it starts from. Literally a situation from when they're a kid and he can't let go of it. They don't know how to deal with this. Then you just start killing random people just to get over it. That's what I think it is anyway.
But it's mad though, because
it could be anything.
Really, well, I know it's easy to get guns in America, but you don't hear about it over here, to be fair. And obviously, I reckon kids get...
Wasn't it the prostitute killer over here though?
Well, no,
yeah, that didn't mean the fucking...
How many times, you know, when you were a kid and someone said something to you and you were like, I'd love to shoot him. In America, you can't.
Yeah, so, no, it's mad.
That's what I mean. Like, over here, like, you could be getting bullied horrendously in school, and like you could want to spray the whole class up, but you can't.
Exactly.
Whereas in America, you go home and your half fella goes, well, we've got the 12 gauge pump action, but then we've got the AR-15 fully or semi-auto, depending on which way you flick the switch. Then we've got more of a submachine gun, an MP5, 4-grip handle.
You're coming in with new tubes.
You've got a selection, lad.
Because in Australia it happened. Australia, they had a school got shot up in the
bang guns.
Bang guns, and it didn't happen again.
That's how you stop mass shootings.
Is it easy to find guns over here, like as a general thing?
I mean,
I don't know anyone who's got a gun.
If you wanted anything, you could find.
You could get the money. You must pay dough over here though for a gun. Do you know? Because in America it's about £200. You must pay grands for a gun over here.
Yeah,
because it's harder to get. And it's more. It's not more. It's more of like. It's more in demand because in America it's so easy. You're getting it for less.
Supply and demand.
Because you're not barely getting it. It's like
it's like a rare product, isn't it? Yeah. It's like a limited edition fucking top or something.
You know what I mean? Blue eyes, white dragon. Like, ooh, goodbye class. Like, I don't know. I just think America. I know, obviously, like in the UK, like Fred and Rosemary West, not the tuna company, the serial killers,
making business moves.
Yeah, the couple who killed dozens of people. They were British. Yeah, obviously Ian Brady and Mara Hindley and that. They were fucked up, them lad.
I don't know much about them. I know they buried them in the moors, didn't they?
What they used to do, they drive around together in the car because obviously.
I know about them, but I don't know what they got up to as much as the rest of them.
Well, apparently, I don't know how much to do this. Like, I've never really thought to like try and find them to listen to them. But they used to like take like tapes and like when they were like because they'd like torment the kids and like torture them and put fear into them before they killed them and buried them, and apparently they had recordings of each one.
Fuck off.
Like they just like audio recordings.
But what are you getting out of it? I don't get it.
Lad,
wasn't that one where the bird sort of got the kids involved? Yeah. Didn't she lure them in for the fella sort of thing?
Yeah, because she was in love with them or something.
So do you reckon if ever there's like a duo of serial killers, there's always a psychopath and a sociopath?
Yeah. Sociopath doesn't think they don't do nothing wrong.
The sociopath has got no concept of like what's right and wrong, whereas a psychopath knows and just doesn't care. They don't feel any emotion. Similar to a sociopath doesn't really feel any like real emotion. They get like,
but it's not the intent to do anything wrong.
But they don't have a full emotional spectrum. So like a psychopath can easily manipulate a sociopath because the psychopath knows what it's doing. It knows its motives behind it. The sociopath just is like, all right, and just gets on board. So for years they thought Ian Brady was the worst one But recently, I read a thing. I say recently, it was in the last few years, like couple of years. There's been like psychologists who they still look into people like that even years after, and they reckon that Myra Hindley was the worst one, and Ian Brady might have been a little bit like not simple, but a bit.
Well, they were both doing it for their own benefit. It was both the same outcome.
He's still a cunt though, lad, because he died.
He's not sound now, just because
just before he died, he was asking like, "Where's this? Was it one kid or was it a few?"
So there was one kid whose body they never found.
It must be heavy on the family, Dad.
It's
everything.
No, he's gone, but
then fucking they were like, "Where is he?" And the pair of them refused to tell anyone, lad. Pair of them. And
offense, if you've been caught, lad, and like just fucking own up to where you are, do you know what I mean?
That's always something they've got over everyone.
Do you know what though as well? You've got to think about it. They were doing that in what, the 70s, 80s, something like that. On big moors like that, any big bit of open land, the soil underneath the ground shifts over time, and when there's heavy rain or there's like weather condition changes, so lad, he's obviously just like a skeleton now, innit? So part of him could be 7 miles that way, another bit could be 10 miles. They'll never find it.
Yeah, that's heavy.
Never find it. If they do, sick. But nah, they won't, lad.
And it's like, did you ever watch the documentary on the Yorkshire Ripper?
He was a bit
Is he the prostitute? Is he the one who fucking was killing prostitutes?
He was a divvy in, lad.
Yeah.
Just dying to be Jack the Ripper, but you know. Like,
no, he was the one who was going around murdering prosies and that. And then he couldn't get his hands on a prosy because they'd go fuck off. And
why do you think he done that though? Why do you think he killed a prostitute? Do you know what I mean? Like, what's the intention with the prostitute?
I don't even know if there was anything behind that, you know, because I don't think he had a rough upbringing.
Do you think it was just an easy kill? It was just an easy killing. Obviously, lad, he must have raped him.
There was a reason before.
GTA, for example, lad. You want to kill a brass on GTA? You can do it.
Yeah,
the amount of times I've robbed my dog back off a brass on GTA is ridiculous.
That must mean you had to have a shite him first, so what are you doing on GTA?
I wish I could have done that in the damn lad.
Me thing on my BlackBerry weren't working.
Yeah, I'm like, that's sick, this. But nah, I don't know what. I've hated people, and there's been times where I've thought like, I could just and then but I'd never do it. Know what I mean? I'd never actually go as far as doing it. But like, imagine actually having that like
the note about it to do it.
Yeah.
To like,
it's the lack of empathy for people, innit? Do you know what I mean? A lack of care for other people's feelings and emotions.
I would never class myself as a person who could kill someone for nothing.
I couldn't.
If I was ever put under the situation where it's them or me, you'd have to.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's not. But that.
I think if someone tried to kill my family and I killed them, I could live with an easy conscience.
Easy conscience. I could.
Easy though, yeah. But there's some people who can't.
Someone had a blade to your man's throat. If you had a blade, you're getting him first, and I wouldn't even think twice.
Yeah,
but there's some people who can't.
Because then in that situation, whether you get him or not, he's still gonna cut your man's throat. If he's got a blade to your man's neck and he's there behind your man and you're way that.
At least I'm getting revenge.
You're thinking a bit too much into it. I'm just saying, like
for that.
Yeah.
No, but
at least I'm getting revenge though. And I'm first
well, he's threatening me ma like that. And
he's 10 yards away
in front, but he doesn't see me because I'm creeping behind with my invisibility cloak, and then I just get him.
I'm slicing him. Yeah.
Didn't think about that.
Exactly.
Didn't even consider it. That's a good point.
I'm just chatting though, like not getting into like pure the realism of it, but if it was like they were doing and I got to him first, I wouldn't even fingy, you know what I mean?
Situationally, I'd be a serial killer, but not just like.
But there's some people who can't though.
Fun serial killer.
Yeah, I'd leave clues. I'd play games with the police.
Yeah.
I'd probably
do them fucking newspaper. Do them newspaper letters you're on it that they send and start dropping.
Okay.
Look outside your window.
If you want to be like one, then you'd want to be like a funky one, like the Zodiac.
Yeah.
You leave all like mad little codes and shit.
What I'd do, I'd go round and I'd systematically murder anybody else in the UK who's got a podcast. And then,
one by one down the rankings.
Every time one of them dies, I'd be like, come on the podcast, be like, I'm getting like really scared now. You usually have to pretend to cry. I'd have threatened you beforehand. You'd be well aware of what's going on. And then when it's just the What's Happening podcast left, I'll just sit there and just be like, so, remember all those times I said I was scared and I was crying? I just pull heads up.
Yeah, one by one. Yeah.
And we'll film it and put it on Patreon, so make sure you get involved in that.
And that's how we win.
Yeah. 100% of the market share, they like 100%.
There is no market. If I kill the market,
we are the market.
Flying to market.
And it's fucking. Don't know what. To cap this off, serial killers are mad, aren't they? You spent half an hour.
It's proper mad. Yeah, so mad.
Fucking John West, he's a mad guy.
Oh, the maddest of them all.
All right then. So if you could be an actor in any series, what would your role want to be? So like any series you've ever watched, if you could play the part of that person.
I've got a question after this as well, so remind me.
Dennis and Always Sunny.
I like that.
I'd like to be the fella off Prison Break, me. That's my favourite thing that I've
Just
ever
one
watched, lads.
season.
Just for the whole one season you've watched.
For the first season, yeah, because he grips, because that's when he grips the nurse, you're on it. I like the honeymoon phase, you're on it. So when he first grips the beard, and I was like, oh, I shouldn't be doing that with you, but I am. Oh, do you know what I mean? I love all that, me, lad.
Yeah, I get you.
I don't know who I'd pick, you know. I asked the questions and I don't know.
Yeah.
Say
But Dennis from Always Sunny, I like that one. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Wait. Yeah, Dennis from Always Sunny.
Dennis from Always Sunny, yeah, he's cool.
Sort of TV series, right? Okay, if I was having to pick one, do you know what? I'd probably go for Walter White, you know.
Really?
Only because I've just, lad, he's got the best character development ever, because he starts off as a pure pussy and by the end of it he's just smoking kids for fun, and it just, don't know, just great character development.
Have you seen it?
Nah.
Oh,
Breaking Bad,
I
no.
was going to say then, I was going to probably be an article content and just say sort of Walter White dies.
No, lad, I'm never going to watch it.
If you haven't watched it, he dies in the very last episode.
I do the professor
You
off.
fall in love with him, you think he's dead cool, you're like, what some great character development from Walter White, yeah. And then in the very last episode, he dies in a puddle of his own blood. And I'd be Dennis from Always Sunny.
I do the professor off Money Ice, me.
Yeah.
Just because, lad, I'd love to be that smart, you know, and just blad and just know everything.
Such a good shout.
Yeah, I'd love to be that. Not speaking Spanglish, but I'd love to. Not speaking Spanglish, but yeah, not dubbed. Do you know what I mean? I'd just be speaking like, yes, now.
If you had a camera in your face, you want to carry that.
Yeah. Here's a shout. Who would you want to play you in a film? So what actor would you want to play you?
The Rock. Culkin.
The Rock play you?
Peter Dinklage.
Yeah, The Rock's leg. The Rock's leg could play you, Dan. The Rock's fucking. Who's playing?
No, because
Ben Sawyer, yeah.
They've said to me before, I'm talking like dozens. They said if it weren't for the hair and the accent, they wouldn't be able to tell me in the Rock part. They said
And the skin tone as well, like.
No, they've said physique-wise, sometimes they look at him and think, is he even as big as Danny?
Oh yeah. So I reckon Danny would have Keira Knightley playing him.
Yeah.
Danny reckons I'd have this person playing me, even though they're not a. No,
Let me see.
you sent me.
Yeah,
they're not an actor. Wait. No. He said. She's got your hair.
Right, I'm going to bring this to the camera. Tell me this isn't Bobby. Right, hold on.
Tell me this is Bobby without telling me this is Bobby. You know what I mean?
Look at that.
Let me have a closer look.
Look at him.
Let me have a closer look.
Am I wrong?
Oh nah, that is your Barnet. Like that's a proper Lego man Barnet. You know what I mean?
Do you know what it is? It's where he's had his haircut, but it's been like 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
Yeah, and it's setting in.
One sort of perfect motion. It looks like if he gets up in the morning and in the field, he can just go.
Nah.
And put his other one on.
Nah, my Barnet's a fucker of a morning. I wish that was true. Like my
Barnet. Do you have cowlicks, naturally?
Yeah, lad.
Do you? Yeah.
I had to train my Barnet for
years.
What
do you mean, lad? Your ears a nightmare in the morning. You've seen nothing yet, son.
Nothing like it.
What's that?
Look.
What's that?
That's just need the Barnet one.
Oh, fucking hell, lad. Like a straw, man. Like a scarecrow. Scarecrow's Barnet.
Zoom in.
What are you going to do with your hair eventually? Or are you just going to leave it that in between length? Like, are you going to grow it to a full-on pony? Or?
Lad, I don't know. I'm at the...
Get a pony.
Yeah.
I can get it into a bun, no?
I'd want to see him in a pony.
I can get it into a pony.
I reckon you'd suit it, lad. I reckon you'd suit a pony.
I've tied it up a few times for work. Like, you know, when it needs washing, I've not had time to fully wash and tie it in the morning, and I've just threw it. Well, I get me mad tied into a bun because I can't do it. Like, I'm just like, hey, throw this in the bun for us.
Hey, Mum, do that thing for us, girl.
Yeah.
Do that thing you do with me here, but I just don't tell
Hey,
me
Mum,
that.
don't tell me that, this lad.
No, my dad just looks at me nowadays and just goes, it's proper sad, lad.
It is mad the way your ma carried you for 9 months and then...
Oh,
and then
what a nightmare.
And then what? Go on. Enlighten me. Carried me for 9 months, and then what? And then what?
Then this happened.
Anyhow, yeah, I'd have probably Jason Momoa play me.
Jason Momoa, yeah. After dyes hair blonde, like, fucking lose a bit of weight, but yeah.
Keira Knightley.
He's blend. Keira Knightley's a shout.
Vern Troyer.
Vern Troyer for me, yeah.
Well, Peter Dinklage.
Has he killed himself now?
Yeah.
He just died. He didn't kill himself.
He killed himself?
Well, did he hang himself with dental floss
Lad,
or something?
no, I said...
Jumped off a curb.
He jumped in the sink with a toaster.
Nah, so listen, right, I don't know if I've ever told this story on the pod before, but
so one time me
drowned in a puddle.
Right, can you remember you might have even been on the shift, right?
Yeah.
I was working Comic-Con. Comic-Con in
Batman's all over the go.
Yeah, I was working Comic-Con in the Echo Arena, and Vern and Troy was there, right? So, honest to God. So I reckon they do it proper sick. Like they've got
Comic-Con's sick. Like famous kids there.
Loads of famous people go there. Like you can think of. Like Jesse's been there 1 year from Breaking Bad. I'm sure he has. Yeah, like loads of people.
Prison Break, the fucking the fella's brother was on there. He's from Over the Water, by the way. If you didn't know, do you know the fucking
Big Juice Head one?
Big Juice Head. He's from Over the Water. Wallasey, sorry. He's from Wallasey, in between Wallington. Yeah, man, yeah. He's from Wallington. His family's from Wallington, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, man.
So anyway, I was so obviously when he used to work in the Echo, I was like used to set up like stalls to put food on and waters and drinks and whatever. So I was just waiting on this like little food bit, and I was putting bits out on that. And lad, this is no word of a lie. I promise you, 100% genuine story, right? I'm doing what I'm doing, and I've got my little pinning on, and I just hey, excuse me. So lad, I swear to God, I turned around and I go, wow, I'm tripping here. Wow, so turns back around, and then he just goes, I heard him sigh as well.
Oh no.
Excuse me. So I've turned back around, I went, what? And then I've looked down and I went,
oh my God, it's funny,
lad, it was Vern and Troyer, and I went, no, like, lad. I didn't know what to say. And he went, yeah, where's the sandwiches? This little voice, lad. And I was going, I'll get them for you now.
What else has he been in?
What else was he in?
His
small shoes.
Mate, what's he?
He was in a porno.
Tops.
Have you seen his porno?
No, I haven't never seen. Is he in a porno?
Have you not seen his porno? And he's welly in some bit. He's welly in a model.
How big is
just
no, like I'm not pure interested. But does he have a? He must have a fucking chod, lad.
I can't remember, but he's
must be an inch on bone.
But you know what?
I reckon Vern Troyer was packing, you know.
Nah,
he can't be packing a length and his body's like that.
I'll have to try and find it in a minute, but the bird was just lying down normally, and he was like stood up between her legs.
Though, yeah. I'm not saying, like, 'cause if you think about it, porn on both sides of the spectrum, it's a weird thing to actually do. I'm not saying I wouldn't do it, but I'm saying it is weird.
If you got offered, just 50 grand, would you be in a porno now?
Oh, I'd be in a porno now for free.
Would you?
I wouldn't need money. I'm already getting paid.
A beard that I got to chew off spinning a porno.
Did you go?
Yeah, lad, I had a wank to that. It was heavy. It was heavy, lad. I was like, yes, swallow that. Come to remember when you swallowed mine.
But like, imagine being that model, though. Imagine being that model who has went home from a day in work. What have you been up to today?
Listen,
I got shagged by the man who's not as big as a Subway.
Listen, can I say something to you? Every man for themselves, and the only thing I'm going to compare it to here is that Riley Reid. We all know Riley Reid is. Yeah. Girls, no, you fellas do.
Who's that?
Right, she's just got married. Oh, she got married not long ago. I couldn't.
Is she still doing porn as well?
I could never get with someone who other people have seen. I couldn't do it now.
And do you know what? It's more of an insecurity thing for me.
Yeah, definitely.
It is.
Same for me, yeah.
I know people can do it, but for me, like,
I couldn't do it.
It's such an...
I don't think, right, I'm sorry to actually interrupt you there.
I
actually genuinely am sorry
for this. Debate me.
But, right, and
debate me.
And I don't mean to cause this any controversy.
Kerfuffle.
But if it does, you're sad. Like, the way you're like, it's an insecurity for me. I don't think it is. I think it's people have said this for so many years. If you wouldn't want your girlfriend to be in porn, that's because you're insecure. And then over time, fellas have just went, because they can't be asked arguing, all right, yeah, that's what it is. I fully don't reckon it is an insecurity thing. I genuinely don't believe there's anything wrong with not wanting other people, by the people she already slept with, to be watching your beard get shagged.
Yeah, no,
I don't think that's a bad thing. No, allow me to elaborate before you get your fucking blue smelly hair in a twist. Right. This is my opinion on it. So if you get with if like, let's say your beard in a year's time goes, I think I want to do like OnlyFans, or I think I want to go into porn.
Mm-hmm.
In my opinion,
yeah,
you've got every right to go, nah.
Yeah, because
100%. Yeah, it's both. Yeah.
If you meet a beard who's already doing that,
you already know what you're getting yourself.
You can't
make them stop.
Even if you think I'd be charmed with it, and then a year down the line you go, I'm actually not charmed with my beard doing gangbangs and then coming home to me.
Because listen,
then you've got no right to.
You're sitting there, you've just been to work, you're just a little office job, and you're sitting there and you just made the tea. It's like, oh, my beard will be on in a minute. She comes in.
You know your beard's going down the package here, Fanny going.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. She comes in and it's like, oh, I've just made your tea there, babe. And it's like, oh, fucking hell, I've just swallowed 80 fellas cum there, you know what I mean? Like, I can't be arsed.
It's just mad.
You know what? I watched a girl who does porn on another podcast, and they say apparently if your plans to do anal the next day, you can't eat for 24 hours.
Yeah, because
you're not allowed to eat for 24 hours.
Ain't that the
That's
hard
mad.
That's
mad.
Ain't that the Norwegian way?
Yeah.
Shut up.
Just so they haven't got turtles' heads when you're fucking shagging them, like.
Put that turtle back at the shell.
Haven't they got a douche as well? Is douching a proper thing?
I think it's easy that you like rinse the inside of your asshole out.
I'm sure you just like get a Ribena and just squirt it.
Isn't that flushing it? Like flushing your ass out?
The strawberry one, so it still tastes nice though.
No, but they get something and they just like
flush it out.
Flush their ass out. Don't
I
they? I was watching the Ultimate Fighter, and there was a fella on who keeps moaning to go and get a clonic.
A clonic to get his asshole flushed out.
Why would he want that for a fight?
Because all the extra poo coming out of you, like you fucking.
I feel like once in your life you've got to get your asshole flushed, because there's probably stuff up there that's been there since you were about 5. No offense, everything doesn't come out lad every time. There's going to be fucking a minute.
I got told them clonics aren't meant to be that good for you though. Like,
no,
quite bad.
Yeah, but like once in your life, I'm sure we'll need it.
Like this though, lad. Like, you know the way like when birds get like discharge when the fanny sort of cleans itself out. If your arsehole was meant to be washed out, you get discharge from your bumhole, and you don't.
That is
everything your body needs to do, it does.
Yeah, true.
I'm not letting anyone spray any water up my arse for any amount of reasons.
Except for us to grow a beard.
Oh,
I'd grow a beard for that.
I've only got mullet chops, lad. I can't even grow a beard. I'm like Bradley Wiggins.
Yeah,
I'm Bradley Wiggins.
I've got a proper like arse beard, me. I like my bumhole proper area.
See,
I reckon if you kept shaving, you could grow a decent goatee. You get a bit of hair, lads.
I get a goatee and then I get these little weird hairs under here and then like.
I reckon if you kept just that bit and that bit.
Have you ever used Veet?
What's V? Oh, isn't that the
hair removal?
No.
Strip things, isn't it? The strip pads, no?
I've just changed your lives, right?
It's a game changer.
I don't really use it anymore because I got one of them Manscapes to shave me balls and all that.
Talking about Manscaped, don't you? Sponsor us now.
So I used to use Veet, and Veet, you just use it on your legs and then you get like a little scraping and all the hair comes off. So obviously, lad, I've put it all over my dick, balls and anus, right?
His neck, back, pussy and crack.
To quote the great poet.
Lad, but you know what? I remember the first time I ever done it and like it all come off and I was like, whoa, and I looked like a 5-year-old again. It was mad all over my ass and everything. Like I had nothing, so it got to the point where I had wiped my ass and I'd be like, ah! It just scraped across because I had no hair. But I remember with the first time I ever done it, there was still little bits of hairs left on my balls. So I was like, oh, go ahead, I'll just reapply.
Oh, okay. Nah.
No,
I've only ever shaved my balls once in my life and I'm never doing it again, lad. Never doing it again.
So how long are your ball pubes?
So lad, I was 13, yeah, and I didn't know we meant to put shaving cream on.
You're not,
so lad,
are you?
No, you are meant to put shaving, well, I think you're meant to put shaving cream. Anyway, well, I didn't put shaving cream on, and lad, my balls went chapped. My balls went chapped, lad. I'm not even messing, lad. I was like that with lip balm in the morning. Come on, stop it. Like not now. I've got PSH here, rat.
Oh,
you know what I mean? Yeah, it was heavy, lad.
Them Manscapes are decent though.
Yeah, I'll have to get one.
I might have to get one.
When you shave your pubes, though, your dick does look bigger. I do this as a tactic, you know, girls, stop watching. I shave my pubes before the bird comes over, so my dick looks bigger.
I won't shave my pubes, but I will trim the ones surrounding
it,
just so that little extra half an inch on the base, lad.
Here's a question. Do you ever have a one before they come?
Yeah. Do it every time, lad. Yeah, do it every time.
No.
I've done it every time. Unless it's not planned, obviously I can't not, but like if it's planned, lad, yeah.
Really?
I do one, yeah.
Because
I reckon I perform worse.
Yeah.
No, I can perform for longer.
Because then if I had a wank and then they get to ours, I'm then thinking, well, why are you in my house? You know what I mean?
You're not needed.
Do you know what I mean? What is it? After nut clarity?
After nut clarity. Do you know what? That's what I was going to say.
After?
Yeah.
Post nut clarity it is, yeah.
Is that, do you reckon it's got to be a true?
Yeah.
Like, I'm not going to... Go on, Matt.
No. I was going to say, I don't enjoy it as much, but I do perform better. I perform for longer.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's a true thing, yeah. I don't enjoy it, though.
I reckon you feel it more if you don't.
Yeah, 100%. I'm not even just saying this either, but like, I've never been one of them who comes quick. I think if it's only ever happened to me like once or twice, ever. You know what I mean? Like, it just is what it is. So, like, I don't particularly need to worry about that. Whereas, if I have a wank, there's a good chance I'm either going to fall asleep
right after it,
or my dick's not going to come back up, lad.
Yeah.
I mean, do you know what? It'll come back up, but like, it's whether I can be asked.
It's so much effort in it.
No, it's like,
well,
I'm just doing this for you, and I don't like doing things for others. But, like,
I'm not a charity.
No,
you know what I mean?
Post-nut clarity, very, very real.
Nah, it's a very true thing.
Very real.
Do you know what
I've had a bird round to ours once on a way, and I've thought, I'll have a little tactical one before she gets here.
Yeah, I've done that.
And then I've messaged her and being like, look, something's happened with that kid. You'll have to come down another time.
It's a true thing, though. Like, girls don't understand it. Like, it's a true thing for men. We chase sex more than just girls. Do you know what I mean? So, like, sometimes we're texting a bit and we're like, oh, yeah, I love you and that. But that's just to get the sex, lad. Yeah. And lad, it's a natural thing. It's a natural thing for men to chase the sex.
Wait, what did he say? Girls shag for love.
And what do men do?
Love to shag.
Yeah, men just love to shag.
No, but that's what it is. It's like we're saying all them things to get a shag, whereas the girls will sort
girls will shag someone to show they love them.
But don't get me wrong, it's not all like that though nowadays, lad, because there's a lot of girls out there who'll do what lads do anyway.
And I respect them for that. I think you're absolute supers. I love what you do. Big fan of your work. Keep doing you.
Battling on the front line. Love it.
I'll keep doing us.
Yeah. Keep doing me. But yeah, no, it's one of them, lad. Like there's been major times where like I've been speaking to a bird and then like I've had a wank and I've went, I'm not even that into it, you know.
I've done it major. Do you know when I'm mid-wank and say, lad, I'm not ready to come, I'll start messaging all ugly camels.
Yeah,
and that's like, send me a pic now. If they say nah, you're rat. That's it. Nah,
lad, it's what I've been one of them like where like I've been proper steaming to the point where like you know where your bullet gets sore.
Yeah.
You can feel it going. On the back of your bullet though, and you're thinking, so you have a wank and it's one of them wanks where it takes like 40 seconds tops, and you're just like, wow, I feel good. And then I've been speaking to some 2 out of 10s.
I've seen some of them.
Wow. And then like as soon as I've had a wank, I've been like, I've looked at them and went. Like, you know what? I'm not having it. Right, we had this conversation not long ago. He makes it out that all I do is shag ugly birds. Right?
Listen, never said it. But your track ratio, right?
No. Listen, right. I have shagged just as many proper good-looking girls as I have ugly ones, and that's a fact.
Yeah, but this is what I'm saying. So let's talk.
My ratio's about 80-20.
Let's talk about the numbers.
No.
We don't know the number.
Yeah, so let's say
mine's about 80-20, 80 decent, 20.
All right, yeah, all right. Yeah. So he's chatting 50-50.
Nah, I said 60-40.
All right,
60 in favour of the good.
No, nah. I'm sorry, but no, I'd say 60.
Do you not have a list? Or is it just
a list?
I have a list on my phone, yeah.
That's sad.
Yeah, I know, yeah. I do have a list. I started when I was 16, I've just kept edition.
You know what I mean? I'd delete that list, you know. That's
I'm keeping it.
No, I'll just tell him I'm in the studio.
I'm not denying that you haven't been with nice birds. I'm not saying that at all. But
you've been with too many ugly birds.
All right then, I'd go 45-55.
See, you have yourself a deal.
All right, but if you think about it like this, we're chatting in the 90s. So half a 90.
You're in the 90s, lad, yeah?
Half a 90.
Well, I was born in them. I'm living in them.
I like your style.
So if we say half a 90 is
45.
45. But then
it's about 50-40. 50-40.
Yeah.
You'd say the split is, see 40 ugly birds, too many, Dan. Way too many, lad.
No, because like autism, there's a whole spectrum here.
I was shagging birds and autism comparable.
To the best of my knowledge.
Well, speaking of that, we should talk about the fucking when we stand outside that nightclub.
We're gonna have to.
Yes, but we'll get on to that.
Right.
I'll remind you.
So you're saying this as if we're either talking a 10 out of 10 or a 1 out of 10, lad. There's been some 7s who are still like lad. Anything above 7 is fit.
6 and under, yeah.
7 and 5 is like.
Danny, you've had some shockers though.
No, lad,
listen though, like
I hold my hands in the air.
Show me one of them. Get one of them.
Like, all right, I'll
let
get
me
one
see
of them.
One of the ugly.
You know.
I'll get one of mine.
He already knows. Like, no, listen. He showed me this bird, right, and I went, "Oh, Danny," and he went, "Shut up, lad." I went, "Lad, no." Like, listen, I've had mates go to me, "Oh, lad, this bird the other night," and she was, and then show me a person and go, "Oh, I can see why you'd think that."
Yeah.
So when he said that, I was like, "Oh, go on, let's see," and he went like that, and I went, "Lad, what's the matter with you? Are you okay?" And lad, he looked destroyed.
No, right, no, I'm going to defend myself here, lads. This is a 10-8 round. I'm not getting the 10. Let's make this at least a 10-9. Right?
Clawed it back.
I've been in a relationship for 2 years.
It doesn't matter,
Right,
you
no,
know.
no, no, no.
Do you know
no,
what
shut
though?
up,
Do you know
shut
what?
up.
I can
Hold the
say that
phone,
because after
right.
2 years being with my ex, do you remember
So
that bird
listen.
when I text you and I texted for 10 minutes and after 10 minutes she was at
Right,
ours?
so
You
listen,
know
lad,
that bird.
Listen,
did I?
I've been in a
Okay,
relationship for 2
I'll
years.
tell you the name
and
of
then
it.
I had a very toxic relationship, so I was just glad to be free. I was like a border collie in a field, lad. I was in my element. I was like a golden retriever in a meadow.
Off the leash.
Right, lad.
Yeah.
I was fucking running. I was running for sticks. I was fucking.
What are we talking out of 10, Bob?
No, I was talking about a -4. But I'm being real. But
Did you have a full set of teeth?
So I've been in a relationship. I don't know. I'd probably not. I've been in a relationship for like 2 years. Not a very good relationship. My head was battered. As soon as I came out of the relationship, the very next day I got on Tinder. Matched with this bird that night. So like, I split up with my ex-bird. Split up with my ex-bird.
Yeah.
Next day he gets on Tinder. Next day he shags this bird.
Standard.
Right.
Standard.
I just thought I've got to get back in the game, man. I thought like I felt like do you know when like Isco
For Real.
world class potential?
Yeah.
He benched him for years.
Benched him for
And I'm
years,
thinking,
yeah.
I've got to get myself out there. I've got to become the Ronaldo.
Yeah. Like
Right.
Donny van de Beek at United
no,
now.
actually, because Ronaldo's a rapist. The Lionel Messi. I've got to become the Messi, and then don't be putting it on camera or not.
No.
But yeah, and
Put it
then-
on Patreon. Put it Patreon special. Patreon special. Shout out to Patreon. See this bird. No, lads. Oh. Lad, her lips look like they're gonna burst. Is she okay? Oh. She must have gave a decent chew though. Just gonna say. Oh, do you know what?
No, she
And
didn't. No,
lads
back
in the
then, she never
comments
had- back
say
then she never had all the filler and that. Lad. It was just I don't even want lad to
ugly birds do give better chews though.
Yeah, but that's because they've
That's-
got to.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I think they think that I've got to be decent at this or I'm not getting shagged.
So you're gonna look like that and not be good at sucking my dick?
Yeah.
How dare you?
No.
I'm just kidding. Me love the uglies.
It was about. Oh yeah. So wait. Let's. What? So we were out. Right. So this was a.
When was
we'll
this?
Paint the
I
picture.
don't know what you're on about.
Was I not there?
When we were outside in our favourite place in town.
The Raz?
No, don't take the name.
Oh.
It's not that. It wasn't the Raz anyway.
Oh, the mountain!
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
lad! I know exactly.
Go on.
What are you about to
Was
say?
I there?
So
No.
this was a good couple of months ago. We were out in town having a bevy. We were getting
Ages ago, man.
Yeah, it was
About a year ago.
Oh, it was about a
Okay.
year ago. Yeah, and we were talking to this bouncer, Danny, filming. Right, I don't even know if I've told you this anyway.
Right, so we go
I
outside.
never heard it.
Right, it was heavy. You know, I was like, "What the fuck's going on here?"
Like we've been on the garries and that, so we were all fucked and we went outside for a bit.
Was we?
Yeah, we've been to an event, I'm sure we had, you know.
Okay.
'Cause it's very rare, we just go into town, unless we've
Yeah,
been to an
okay.
event
Yeah.
beforehand. So we're outside,
We were
I
with
remember
Danny.
being twisted when he told me, and I was nearly spewing it, lad, right? So we're
fucking
outside having a biff to us talking about shagging birds, as lads do,
Yeah, standard.
right? And then the bouncer just gets himself involved in the conversation, this big fat fucking cockney fan, he goes, listen boys, right, let me tell you something. You've not had good sex until you've shagged a downy.
She was fucking naughty. That's what he said.
That's right.
Should have seen the fucking note. What was he saying, lad?
You should have seen the body on it, man. We've seen the bodies.
And she fucking
Lad,
slobbered all over it.
One of them went,
What the fuck?
what did you just say? He's like, mate, she was right up for it. Like, yeah, because she's got Down syndrome, man.
Is that against the law?
I
By the
thought
way?
this. I thought this.
Right, so maybe
Is that not
it's
taking
like,
I thought
advantage
that.
of?
I
you know
mean,
what I
I
mean?
don't know the laws, right? But if I was making, no, not I was making
But I'm sure you couldn't put a law in place to stop it. Do you know what I mean? You can't be discriminative. Discriminative.
Yeah, so he's telling us anyway about this Danny that he shagged, and he was saying I've shagged midgets, which to be fair we probably all would because there is some fit midgets.
Everyone has the prize, huh?
It's time for everyone has their price. Find out if you're nasty or nice.
Gary, this little bit I'm going to do here, do us a favour, just leave it in for us. We just got this message then. We just got this message then off a fella called Craig O'Hara. He's asked us to just give a little shout out to, let me just see if he's Liverpool based. I'm assuming let's assume he is Craig O'Hare or I think it's O'Hare. He's asked us to give a little mention to anyone who's like a docker who's working on the docks. He's just messaged me then. He said he loves the videos. It'd be great if you could bang a little mention for us dockers. He said 99.2% of them have voted to go on strike for a fair pay deal that's in line with current inflation.
Your mates
in the
in
meantime,
there now, in Peelport on strike,
he
lads.
said in the meantime the shareholders are taking out hundreds of millions.
Yeah.
So big fucking shout out to all the dockers who are out working in all sorts of weathers, by the way, to keep the fucking to keep cities running.
Nice
If it weren't for them bringing shit in and putting stuff out and that, the world wouldn't fucking run. So fucking big shout out to them. If any way you can do, even if it means going down to a strike, throwing a few quid in a GoFundMe page, anything you can, support them, because people who are working like that, who are making the cities run, and we never see the work they do. And like you said, there's shareholders there who are taking hundreds of millions and proper taking the piss out of them. So big shout out Craig and all the other dockers down at Peelport or down anywhere near the Albert Dock or any fucking dock you work on. We fucking love yous. Big up.
Yeah. And do you know what your mate said about that as well, lad? He said, in the news, lad, they're meant to be been offered like a 9% pay rise. They've only been offered like 6.8%. Yeah. So lad, they're chatting shit about them, do you know what I mean? Trying to make them go back into work.
Alright then, yeah, there's one. Would you rather make out with your celebrity crush or get paid $5,000?
Lad, I'm necking Margot Robbie, you know. Lad, I'm necking Margot
You can make
Robbie.
$5,000 easy enough, but lad, when am I ever going to get the chance to neck Michelle Keegan?
Nah, $5,000 all day.
Nah.
Would you?
Why, you must have a shit celebrity crush then, lad.
Nah.
Just because you're bearded up, lad, imagine if you were single like us, lad.
Lad, I'd say it as it is, lad, $5,000,
Who is your like celebrity, like that one celebrity you like proper?
Alright then, I don't have one at the minute, but the one I used to have years ago was like Mila Kunis.
Oh, lad, yeah. The eyes, lad, with it. The little blue eyes, dark
and like,
hair.
alright, son. But when you think about it, $5,000, lad, that neck's a neck, lad.
Yeah.
I know, lad, but
No,
that
but lad,
neck to me
imagine-
is priceless.
Imagine the confidence I'm going to have for life knowing that I've necked
Margot
there.
Robbie, I'm walking around everywhere topless with chino shorts and loafers on. I'm growing my hair down to the air. I'm getting a tattoo. This is, I necked Margot Robbie. I'm getting a selfie with her while I'm doing it.
I've got another good one here, actually. These are actually alright. Some of them are a bit shit, though. Right, would you rather have average sex every day for the rest of your life or great sex for once a year for the rest of your life?
I'm taking the average sex every day.
I feel like average sex, because I can have a wank. I can have a wank. That's probably as good.
So
Do you know what I
what, so
mean?
you're doing one great one a year?
No. I'd do an average one, because I think I can get as much enjoyment of having a wank, do you know what I mean?
Nah, I'm
Would you have the one?
I'm a stats man, me. I'm in
All about numbers.
I'm in it for the numbers.
All about
I'm in it for the
numbers.
love of the game, and I'm taking the average sex.
Do you know what's a mad thing that we've just said that now? Do you know there's a video in 1930 something where kids say, in the future, I just think everyone's just going to be focused on numbers. And lad, it's true. That's all anyone cares about nowadays is numbers on a video, numbers on your followers.
Yeah.
So that's mad.
It is true.
Yeah, anyway.
Thanks for that.
Next one. No worries.
Back to us at the studio. Right. Would you... these are...
Would you rather
Okay, go on.
watch your half fella have a wank or watch your mum finger herself?
Say that again.
Would you rather watch your dad have a wank or watch your mum finger herself?
I feel like rather watching my half fella, because I'll be like, yes, lad is right.
Gay,
Do you know what I mean? I'll be like, go ahead, son, get stuck in. Do you know what I mean? Yeah.
Whatever then.
Yeah. What would you go for? What would you go for?
See it as half a lad?
Yeah.
No, I haven't.
Have you told me you're not?
I'm sure I clocked them, but I never seen it.
You didn't, you?
He's only messing.
Nah, no,
You've just... Bobby is the saboteur.
Yeah, the lips.
Nah, there's been a couple of times, you know, when I walk into this room and he's been, you alright? I was having a talk then, you. But lads, I remember, I didn't wank for like 2 weeks and hours once, like, 'cause I was thinking, like, I wonder if I've ever had a wank, and then, like, just accidentally, my half fella's been in the room having a wank at the same time, or the half kids been having a wank.
Definitely been an occasion.
I'm like, do you reckon we accidentally, like, do you know the way women's periods sync up? Do you reckon, like, men's wanks sync up?
Yeah, definitely.
All the men at the house are sitting in the other rooms going, I bet they're not doing this.
Right, I'm trying to... See, half these are proper shit. Like,
It's summer.
okay.
I've got one after this one as well. So
Go on,
yeah,
summer.
Go on. Oh,
Right. You sitting on the beach, you and the lads, you're all chilling. Right, you're having a joint,
chilling.
got the tunes on, you got pizza, scran, biff, there's like everything's going off. The beach is looking lovely. There's ladies walking around, looking lovely. The fucking the tide's out, so the beach goes on for miles. It's a great day. And then you're thinking that's an odd looking man down there walking towards us in what appears to be a trench coat. It's Clive.
Well, I couldn't have guessed it.
You're like, Clive, where's your briefcase? He goes, at the beach today, boys, it's a cooler bag. Opens it, stacks it out.
Stacks.
You go, fucking hell, how much is in there? He goes, that's £1.5 million.
wow.
Oofed.
Okay.
1.5
That's the most I think we've ever said in it on this.
million
The
pounds.
most, yeah.
Probably.
And he goes, but I've got another cooler bag. And next to this cooler bag, it's one of them like pneumatic drills. They go do into the floor.
Yeah.
You open the bag. There's 3 newborn babies in that bag. You've got to get that pneumatic drill. They go in the bag for 1.5 million.
Nah, I don't think my conscience could let me with that, you know.
Lads,
with that, I couldn't,
shut
you know.
up, Matty.
Do you know, I couldn't. Maybe if there's one kid, do you know what I mean? Just one family.
Well, if you're gonna kill one kid, you may as well kill three.
Yeah, you might as well do the full fucking 10 yards, like whatever it's saying.
No, I don't know.
I don't think I could do. I don't think I could do it.
After it.
These are babies that he's found. So there's as far as we're aware.
So no one's asked about it.
As far as we're aware, no.
I'll say no on the
parents.
podcast.
Yeah.
Ask me in real life.
Lad, come here, lad. Lad,
Nah,
1.5 mil, lad. I'm doing that and then drinking the
I've just
bag.
been speaking before and saying I couldn't fucking drink the bag. Well, I was gonna say.
Yeah. Would you? Here's a question. So for the rest of your life, would you take 10 million to never ever have a phone ever again?
Yep.
Would you? I don't think in 10 years time you can live a normal life without your phone.
Yeah,
Do you know, work-wise and stuff.
Live a normal life now without
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't think you can live a normal life without your phone. That's what I'm saying.
Wouldn't it be
10 mil
so,
up, lad.
yeah, but wouldn't it be something else? See, but could they still have an iPad?
Nah, so no social media, no phone.
Lad, easy.
But we couldn't do that though.
10 mil.
No, yeah, that's what I'm saying for 10.
For
But
10 mil, I'm paying
but the only reason why we need the phones to work, so then you wouldn't need to work ever again, would you? Do you know what I mean?
So we couldn't even have a little Nokia though. Just
No, nothing. The only way that you're meeting,
no social media.
so no social media, no phone, no nothing. So the only way you're contacting people is knocking at theirs. But you get 10 million in the bank. Yeah. Can you play Kirby?
I'm taking the 10 mil, lad, and then I'm building a little.
I don't think I could, you know.
A little estate of like little log cabins, and all the people who I care about the most are going to be in them. So then I haven't really got to ring them because they only live there. And then I've still got to buy what, lad? Fucking 7
You'd be knocking
and
and you're coming out and I'll be like that on my phone, like, lad.
Yeah, nah, lad, I'm chilled on this
I've
podcast.
been in little log cabins on.
I don't think I do it, mate.
Things around here.
I don't think now you can live without your phone.
Lad,
I can't,
listen,
honestly,
yeah,
lad,
but
I don't think you
I couldn't
can.
live without my phone, but I could definitely live with 10 mil.
Yeah, definitely.
Here's that.
What do you do, Bob? What do you do? There's no
He's on
way
his
of
phone right
contacting.
now.
Like, that's what I'm saying, yeah.
No,
There's
no,
no way
yeah.
of contacting people ever. But you get 10 million in the bank.
10
For you to do
mil.
whatever you want with.
Alright then, but alright then. So if you're trying to
Apart from buying an iPad.
that means I can't play the PlayStation no more. Then realistically,
Well, no, you can play the PlayStation.
But it
You can't go in a
can't
party.
Nah,
shop.
yeah, so you can. Nah, so you
Can't
can
go in
play.
a party
You can
shop.
play the PlayStation offline.
Oh, no,
Oh, nah, I
you
couldn't
can
do
go
that,
on-
mate.
You can
I
go
couldn't do
online.
that,
You
yeah.
can go online, but not like in a party.
Playing
shop.
kick off on FIFA and that.
no,
Fuck off.
nah, no chance.
Yeah. Nah,
Not
I couldn't
that.
do it. I think I'd need my phone and social media.
Lad,
Like,
I'm
I feel
10
like it's a
mil, lad,
necessity,
I'm
lad.
buying a load of little, them tiny little notepads and I'm travelling the world, lad.
Nah.
Yeah, but lad, I think after 10 years, lad, you get bored. Do you know what I mean? I feel like money can only get you so far. I feel like
Speak for
general.
yourself.
Yeah, no, fair
Oh.
points. Fair points.
Any others?
These questions are rather shite. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay.
Let's cut this for 2 minutes and I'll have a.
Yeah, while you're looking, I've got a little.
Okay then, don't cut it.
Don't worry about cutting. I'm in the room. What's your price?
Okay.
Right. For never being able to shag again. You can have a wank whenever you want.
Nah, no money.
Whenever you want, but you
Nah, I
can't
don't
ever
think
shag
so,
a
you
beard
know.
again.
I feel like it's too much of a natural instinct, innit?
No money.
Do you know what I
Could
mean?
not for me. You couldn't give me money and say that's like the same as someone coming over to you and saying get rid of your dick now. I couldn't.
No, but it's
Yeah.
because you can still have a wank in there.
Nah, no chance.
I feel like
Doesn't
after
even
so
believe
many
I'm
wanks,
not
though,
wanking,
innit?
it's the same.
After so many wanks, though, you're getting bored, aren't you?
Yeah, but
I don't
after so
think you
many
could.
shags, though, after so many times, shagging the fucking same beard with the beard
you know-
for 20 years, like, you think you still goes
Do you know what? What about not being able to shag for 10 years? How much dough would you take? Because
Okay.
I feel like I could take 10 years off.
Because then imagine, lad, imagine it's been 10 years in a day and you goose up.
And you've still got major dough. Do you know what I mean?
I couldn't. Lad.
I could.
I couldn't.
I'd
could
do
for
it.
10 years.
I'd do it for
And
like...
again, I said that, but in the time of getting home from work and you getting to ours, I had 3 wanks. So I don't reckon I could do it, you know.
That vein's popping out now, innit? That one on the left.
I needed to be chilled, remember, at the studio.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no chance I couldn't, lad. I actually
Yeah.
no.
I'd do it for 5 mil. Because I feel like I'd still have some money left in the 10 years, but I'd have only had like a mil. I'd spend that in 10 years. So 5 mil, I'd do it. 100%.
No.
Yeah,
Couldn't
10
you do
years.
it?
All right, yeah.
A billion. A billion, you'd say no, Bob.
Come
Do you
on,
know what I
lad.
mean? You surely would
I'm
take...
asking you
Then what,
how
you're
much
35? You're 35 with Dawn, you can shag
Still
any
get-
model
still
in the
get
world. What?
No, not, and you can have a wank.
You can have a wank, you just can't shag girls.
Have a wank now.
You just... yeah, you just can't shag... You just can't shag on.
now.
I don't know. If you're
I
chatting
could.
bills, probably.
I'd just
Come
get a
on,
flashlight,
lad.
mate.
Come on,
I'd just get a
lad.
flashlight
There
and
you go.
lube it up.
Thinking out the
I'd be
fucking
flying.
box.
I'll be flying, mate.
He's thinking outside the box.
The 18 yard. Think outside.
box.
Yeah.
Right, what else?
Yeah, man, yeah.
I want like good ones, and they're all shit. It's like, would you rather whip or be
Would you rather whip
Would you rather
or be
whap
whipped?
a lack, cooka wacka lacka?
Would you rather?
Wacka lacka
Wacka wacka wow. So would I rather be the whippet or the whippy?
Yeah.
In a sexual situation?
Yeah.
get whipped.
Innit?
Yeah, all day, lad.
Yeah, I
'Cause I don't want to do it and then hurt someone, lad, but like, whip me. All day.
All day.
But if you do it too hard, I'm going to punch your head in, though.
I'll get whipped, yeah.
Yeah.
These are. See, we need Gary's creative.
Speaking about like, well, whipping and stuff, I remember I slapped a bit because like the bird was like saying like, do what you want, like slap me and that. But like she never said slap me, but she said do what you want. So I've slapped her. I've slapped. No, lad, when you're shagging, like, come here, boys, a fucking head butted.
Them big 12.
Yeah, 12 to 6. No, but lad, I slapped her anyway, and she turned around and went, don't do that, me fella used to whip me. And lad, I just went, I'm sorry. Like, that's sweating, lad. Oh, lad, it was the most awful thing ever.
I remember, I remember I was fucking goosing my ex-bird once, and like, she'd like perforated her eardrum. Right? Like, she like somehow managed to put a hole in her eardrum, so it was dead sore. And I'm welling it, and like, she was like, slap me, and I went, "Son," and I missed the cheek and got her ear, and she just went, and lad, she said all she could do was like ringing for like 5. Lad, I've never felt so
discombobulated to fuck.
I've never felt so bad in my whole life, lad.
Yeah, no, that's
It was
heavy, that like.
It was horrible. Yeah, I've got a question. It seems I was just trying to think of things, right?
Go on. I'm still trying to.
Obviously, as I forget who it was. I think it was a comedian. It was either Bert Kreischer or Tom Segura, I think. And they said like women have got things that like sexually are like sort of like off limits for them, and that's absolutely sound. Everyone's got things they're into and things they're not into. Yeah. But he basically said, as a fella, you are as dirty as the girl you're shagging will let you be, essentially.
Yeah.
And that's fair enough.
Yeah.
But I want to know, right? Is there anything that's like off limits for you? So let's say
shitting.
Yeah, I couldn't do shitting. I couldn't do shitting or pissing.
But you've scrammed ass though.
But I'm not eating shit though.
But I guarantee you though, let's say you get in now and you scran your bird's ass. I bet you she's had a shit today.
Yeah, but I'm not. Yeah, I know.
You've swallowed poo particles, Bobby. You've swallowed.
Yeah, I know what you're saying, but like, lad, like, mind your own business.
Why are you trying to put me off this, lad? I'm trying to enjoy myself.
Every time you eat an ass, you are swallowing. Even if it's just a smidgen.
I know that. Yeah. But lad, come on, imagine a bear busting a shit on your head or something. Lad.
Yeah, I wouldn't get enjoyment out of it. Yeah, none. No. I wouldn't get any enjoyment out of it. But lad, there's lads who do though, which I find mad.
So you're thinking about it?
It's one of them.
If Margot Robbie had a shit on your chest, would you still have a rod on it?
Lad.
Would you?
If it was Margot Robbie, lad, come here, lad. If it was Margot Robbie and she said, "Let this fella bum you while I watch," lad, I'm on all fours going.
No. Anything to do with like shitting and that?
I couldn't do shitting and that.
I don't know, you know, lad. Listen.
So you're telling me she dropped a keck and it was the most wateriest, like...
Who are we talking about?
Margot Robbie. Wateriest, dirtiest, smelliest, like, thing.
No, pebble dashing as well, it wasn't even just a long one, it was just fucking dropping everywhere. Like, wow, stop it, Margot.
Stop it.
Yeah. Not like this, Margot. Not now.
Lad,
I wouldn't get any enjoyment, lad. I don't see the physical attraction in seeing a bird shit.
I don't, but like, because I've never seen it. But I don't know, if I seen a bird shit, I look at that and go, no,
I remember.
I've never seen it.
I remember, yeah. I shagged a bird once, but you know, obviously birds shave, but this bird hadn't shaved in about 4 days. So lad, she had stubble on her arsehole.
Lad, and
do you know what I mean? And lad, I'd rather
have. It feels like you're eating a cactus's ass. Like that going,
I've had chapped lips off a bird, like sitting on my face and I'm like rubbing it. I've had chapped lips the next day on my mouth. I remember. It was heavy.
You always getting chapped.
It was that bird. I'm not gonna say full names, but lad, it was bird, lad. She gave me chapped lips.
Can he bleep the name out?
The little centre half. I'm mopping.
I'm not gonna say a full name, but I
I'm not gonna say full name, so where's your home address?
Yeah.
No, lad, it's one of them, lad. Like, I'm one of them, me, lad. Where it's like,
I'm just not chill, me, lad.
I'm just one. Nah, it's lad. It is so. It's like, I'm not gonna like rule anything out. Like, I'm not saying I'd love it.
Nah, I couldn't. I wouldn't let it be.
I'm saying though, like, if I'm in a situation with a 10 out of 10, and she goes, "Do us a favour, just let me poo on your leg or something." I'm gonna be like, "Where are you talking?" Like, and she's like, "Just your shin." I'm gonna be like, "Oh, quit! That's only my shin."
It's the most awkward place to shit on, lad. It's rolling off.
I put my leg out.
The surface area.
You can't have tomato sauce touching your skin, lad. And you've had someone shit on you before.
Lad, you'd smell it for days as well.
That is true, but it was an accident.
It doesn't.
I've had shit on my fingers as well. Yeah.
She still shit on you, and you still balked your head off. So you're telling me if a girl was to ask you, be like, "Oh yeah, go ahead, I won't balk then," because you've asked.
Nah, you would, lad. Trust me.
I think what made that worse though was because it was on me dick. If it was on like me foot or something, I'd have been like,
Really?
couldn't
And
do
just
it,
like
lads.
flicked it off for a window or something.
Just like with bogies like that, flicking them everywhere.
Get the
Fuck
straw,
off.
just put
By
pebble dancing.
accident sucking. Oh shit. Fucked it.
No,
Fucked it.
I don't reckon you would. I honestly reckon.
Yeah, I couldn't.
I honestly reckon if a bear fronted you with that, I was like, go ahead, let me.
Do you want me to be
turd
dead
on you.
truthful? Do
Go on.
you want me to be dead truthful? Like, if it got put on me,
I thought you were gonna say someone else then.
Yeah,
No,
that's
no,
what
no,
I was
no,
gonna say.
I
That's
was
right,
gonna say fucking
Patreon
hell.
exclusive.
if I'm being dead truthful, like, let's say I'm out, the drinks have been flowing. There's a 10 out of 10 sat there.
Lad,
And then she
I
go,
don't
no,
believe
listen,
it, lad.
listen,
I don't.
listen to me. Hear me out here. I reckon I could be talked into it, but I'd probably spew it.
I couldn't even
But
talk into it.
curiosity won't get the better of me, lad.
Would you let her do it and then would you stick it in a bum?
Well, I suppose if she's just done a poo,
If she's already
no
gone that
poo
far,
left
lad,
up
it's not going to
there.
make any fucking
How
difference.
isn't it, lad? It's just slid out of there.
Exactly, so it's not in there now, is it?
No, but
Do you
lad,
not
it's
wipe your ass
still going to
after
be...
the shit?
Yeah.
And she hasn't.
Oh, yeah, but if she spreads the cheeks, those one's going to...
Is he going on about?
I've done that sometimes, you know. You're on it where you go in the toilet seat and get one ass cheek there and one ass cheek spreads, and it comes out dead rapid.
Wiping it, it's if you're in a rush to leave in the morning, you know, they just get the spreadsheet on, in the bog, lad.
Yeah, I've done that.
I wouldn't do it.
Yeah,
Nah,
I couldn't.
it's one of them for me, lad. Like, it's like, would you get pegged?
If I was with them, yeah. If I was in a relationship with them, lad, anything goes when I'm with someone except for shitting on my chest.
Yeah.
But lad, yeah.
I'd be open to the idea of it.
Would you? Yeah.
It's not
How
like
many
I'd
inches
say,
you-
oh, girl, please, like.
Yeah.
I'd be open to the idea.
The first time I had my ass fingered, she asked, could she? And I was like, yeah, fuck it, go ahead if you
My
want.
was accents. My was, whoa! Oh,
Was it? Yeah.
I asked.
And then
I
she just
asked.
cups the
'Cause you-
fucking...
You told me it was heavy, and then I was like, hey. I
Yeah.
was like,
And she cups the last joint on her finger, and you're like, oh, stop it now.
You're like, oh my god. But nah, it's one of them, like.
I'd be open to the idea
know-
of it, but no
like-
shitting on.
How many
Do you know
inches are
what
you
you're
taking?
doing, eh?
How many inches are you taking on pegging?
Like, let's say you go home with your bagels, I've just bought a 7-inch dilly and the straps.
I reckon I could do the full 7. Yeah, lad, come on, Jesus.
I reckon I can only bullet.
I'm not
What?
going to class myself up on camera.
I'd have to
We're
slow
being
it down.
at festivals with each other on that match.
Oh, yeah.
yeah,
Lad,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
I done it with no Vaseline
You got
once.
balls.
Lad,
Yeah,
it was the
balls, thank you.
driest.
But no, yeah,
I got
nah.
a Chinese beard on my arsehole. Trying to put it in with no Vaseline.
Fucking chapped.
Is that Charlie Chaplin?
Monty Chapman.
Here's the thing, right?
Yeah.
Here's the thing for me with pegging, right? I'm all for a finger in the ass, lad. If you want to scram your ass, sound. But that's not gay. Right?
Nah, there's a girl pegging you.
But a dildo is specifically made to look and feel like a penis.
What about if it didn't look like a penis then?
Oh, it was just like an oval shape.
Just like an oval
Alright, what
shape.
would you do if she was whacking a cucumber up, yeah?
One of your 5 a day, Dan.
Well, it's not shitty dick, is it?
Yeah. Nah, if I was with them, yeah, not a random bird, no. Not a
No,
random
I
bird.
couldn't just let some.
I wouldn't get any enjoyment out of it.
Alright then, would you ever be talked into letting someone spew it on you?
No. 100% no.
Well, he's saying he's
because
open to the
because I'm not just gonna go nah and then off camera go. Oh, maybe yeah.
Alright then.
I actually couldn't let a bird spew or shit on
So
me.
what's the difference between the two then?
No, what? I'm not saying I want a bird to shit on me, by the way. But I'm just saying.
You're
if it was-
saying yeah to that, but no to getting spewed
I'm
on.
not really saying yeah to it.
He said yeah. He went, you'd be open to the idea of it, and she could talk into it, but she couldn't talk into getting spewed on.
But lad, that's just different, innit?
How much dough would you take then to let someone spew on you? And it goes in your head and that. You know what I mean? It's fucking nightmare to get out.
Look, if we're being realistic, lad, I don't get paid till Friday. If there's a grand on the table, there's a grand on the table. That's the lowest I'm going.
And the grand's not on the table, that's all I'm saying.
Really? You're
Yeah.
a fucking boss.
Like,
Yeah.
lad, it's just one of them.
Someone could offer me dough to either shit on my chest or spew on me, but I wouldn't just let a bird do it for nothing.
If there's any rich, good-looking women out there, you want to shit on a young man's chest.
You need to go to
Got 4 hairs.
Me
You
and
need to
him,
go
you
to
go.
Dubai.
Why did you shit on your chest for fun over there?
Shit on me.
Dude, he just oh, did you
Lad,
just
them
shit on your chest?
influencers, that's how them
Oh, the
influencers
birds.
go there, make
I
it
know a
go
few on
well.
Instagram, you know. A few
Wow.
birds go to Dubai every 2 months and you're like,
Yeah,
you've not
and
got
they're
dough,
like,
have you?
hostess, that you never even went to college.
They're always stinking as well. Stinking too.
They're horrible,
Yeah,
lad,
these-
they're horrible.
Yeah, lad.
They're horrible. Anyway, I think that's gonna do us. I think we've been going for a good while and we've discussed some rather
Yes.
outside of the box topics. Before we do go, because we usually just leg it,
Yeah.
Patreon.com
Yeah.
/what's happening pod.
Yes.
Get on it. If you're within the first 500, it's £1 a month.
Right.
Forever. You keep that pound.
And we've got some nice guests coming up in the next few weeks. I know we're being a little bit.
actually have.
Yeah, we haven't had Gary or nothing today. We're going to have one with just the four of us soon. I know we tend to go off on a bit of a tangent, but we've got some nice guests coming up.
We've actually got some really exciting shit coming
Really,
up.
So for the
really
next 6 weeks, there's
exciting
good guests,
shit.
so keep watching.
Good
listen-
guests, good shit coming up. So stick with us.
Listen,
Yeah.
as well, just before we do leg it, I'm speaking on behalf of all of us in the room and Gary here as well. And anyone who's ever been on the podcast, thank you to you as well for even being a part of it. We've actually been growing loads lately, and it's nice to see it.
And we're made up to see it. Do you know what I mean?
I understand
So made up.
followers and likes and that. No, it's not real. It's not important, but it's nice to see support and good feedback on what we're doing.
Yeah.
So thank you to anyone who's followed, who's subscribed, especially people who are going over now to the likes of like your YouTube and your Patreon and listening on Spotify and Apple Music. Even if you just like the video once on the Instagram or the TikTok, genuinely, from the bottom of my heart, thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
We love you. Peace out.
Peace.